Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event of the evening. The National Fighting Circuit and Caged on Campus 4 presents 3 rounds of MMA action for the 145-pound championship. Introducing your combatants for this main event championship bout. First, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Zach Cook.
Kid Chaos takes on the mantra of Team Chaos. And you know, like I said earlier, a lot of people would say that Zach Cook is all mouth. But I tell you what, I've talked to the young man. He's very dedicated. He is a very humble individual, and he knows what he needs to do. And he's very tenacious when he wants to go after something. You know, he got a lot of advice early on in his career, especially when he first started fighting in the NFC. Basically, it was, hey, look, you need to get better. And he did that. He really took that bull by the horns. And we've been very fortunate to watch this young man develop and watch him grow his skills. And
he's, once again, he's another fighter that has losses, but they're in another weight division.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's fought at 155, 170. And, now he's down to 145, and he's feeling strong. He's feeling good. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how he does down here at 145.
Former 155 champion here in the NFC. And he's actually
with a big knockout over a local favorite.
Big knockout. And I tell you what, that was his marquee moment. That was Kid Chaos's coming out party at that fight.
Yeah.
It was really amazing to watch. And he's actually coming down to 145 to try to take Charles Stanford's title from him. We've already watched one title change hands tonight. Let's see if we can see another. As we await the entrance to the cage of Kid Chaos, Zach Cook. Charles Stanford not too far behind. You know, I saw him out here warming up earlier, and I tell you, kid's ready. Listen to this crowd cheer for Kid
And his
Chaos.
opponent, fighting out of the rent-to-own blue corner, please welcome the reigning 145-pound champion, Charles
Facebook
Stanford.
and tweeting when I'm talking to you, and
Absolutely.
I got to say hey to all the guys at Scrap House MMA. They got some guys that train with them. They're watching back up there in Columbus. They're watching us live on NFCfights.com. It's Scrap House Pro Store. If you look for something here in Columbus or anywhere, the fight gear, you can drive up to Scrap House there in Grove City and get you some of the best gear that you can find anywhere. Same price you'd get it for online. So thanks to the guys at Scrap House for watching this tonight. We're hoping you're enjoying. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting closer. I'm excited.
We get ready to watch Zach Cook and Charles Stanford go at it. I'd like to give another shout out to one of our broadcast team, Matt the Encyclopedia Shine. Couldn't be here tonight, but we miss you, buddy. As we're getting ready to touch him up here, Team G-Force taking on Team Chaos in what's going to be an epic, that's right, I said epic, battle.
We've seen in earlier matches, like I said, G-Force comes to fight.
Absolutely.
And, you know, from NFC experience, we know Kid Chaos, he comes to fight as well. He'll give you everything he has. And he looks hungry.
And both fighters, you know, surrounding themselves with a dedicated camp. You know, you love to watch the progression. Now, even though Charles Stanford is lost in an organization, you know, this young man, he's also progressing. He's also stepping forward and continuing his path. And it's exciting to watch it here. Interesting to note, Charles Stanford, his nickname is the Trinity. That's for his father and his father, his grandfather, and his uncle. And he fights for his family. And we're going to see that all on display, that heart, that dedication. And here we go.
All right. All the talk's going to be coming to an end right now.
It's put up or shut up as we get ready. Charles Stanford climbing into the cage. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, from right here at Hocking College, the National Fighting Circuit presents the main event of the evening. It is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and on the line, the NFC 145-pound championship. Sanctioned by the Ohio State Athletic Commission. Your 3 judges scoring this main event on a 10-point must system: Keith Farrar, Harry Hiles, and Darrell Wise. And once the cage door locks, your referee in charge of the action is Mark Matheny. Introducing your combatants. First, the challenger. Fighting out of the rent-to-own red corner. He is a freestyle fighter standing 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing in at 145 pounds. In 13 bouts, he has an MMA record of 8 and 5. Representing Team Chaos, he hails from the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Please welcome Zach Kid Chaos Cook. His opponent across the cage to my right, fighting out of the McFadden Insurance blue corner, the defending champion. He is a freestyle fighter standing 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing in at 145 pounds. In 10 bouts, he has an MMA record of 8 victories against only 2 defeats. Representing Team G-Force, he hails from the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Please welcome the reigning, defending NFC 145-pound champion, Charles the Trinity Stanford. Referee Mark Matheny with your official championship instructions.
Okay, fighters, to the center, please. In case you didn't get the memo, this is the main event, and this is for a championship belt. I went over the rules earlier tonight. I expect a clean, fair fight. These fans expect an exciting fight, and you're going to give it to them. If you're going to touch gloves, we'll do so now, because when we come out, we are going to get it on.
no surprise. As Stanford backs off.
Staying nice and calm.
As Stanford's got that very open stance.
Yep.
There's a tie up there. Straight.
Gets him up against the cage. Fighting for position. Nice knee to the body by Zach Cook.
As they're
Stanford
both
gets him back up against the cage.
Stanford now working. He's got the
Another good knee from Zach.
Stanford looking to drop his level there. Cook able to turn him around, put him up against the cage. Good transition.
Yep, lands a couple of knees to his leg.
As they disengage here, Stanford needs to throw some hands here. There he goes.
Zach's throwing his big shots. Zach's known for that power in his right hand.
Nice little front snap there by Cook, followed by a low leg kick. Wow, Cook throwing some really nice combos there.
Throwing some nice kicks. So I've never seen Zach utilizing his kicks like he is tonight.
Stanford telling him now, come on in, come on in. As he checks that leg kick.
Stanford staying nice and calm. Zach's pushing the pace early.
That's the one thing I don't like about Cook when he throws that. If you watch him throw that overhand, he dumps that head down.
Yes, he does. And a clean uppercut will put him on the ground every time.
He needs to get over that. He's becoming such a talented guy that he needs to get over that. See, look, he got caught right there with it.
Yep. Just like you were talking about. All you got to do is time that punch.
And that's what Stanford's doing. He's just setting back, timing it.
No.
He almost got him with a beautiful spinning back fist.
Now Zach's hands are down low.
And you said it earlier, partner. You can't do that, or you're going to get caught and it'll be nap time real quick.
He lands a punch, though.
Beautiful exchange there. As
Zach went for the takedown, and now they're scrambling back on their feet.
Cook tried for that half and put him down, and Stanford just able to pop back up.
Yep. Less than a minute.
What a great fight.
Like you said, Zach keeps dropping that head when he throws that overhand right. It's just going to be a matter of time before Stanford's able to time it with a clean uppercut. And especially now that they're just swinging for the fences.
If I'm
nice kick by Stanford there.
If I'm Team Chaos's corner, which they probably are, they're screaming at him, put your hands up.
Yep.
Put your hands up.
Both these guys are looking a little bit tired, though. I'm surprised. Zach shoots in for the takedown. He's able to get it, but Stanford jumps right back up.
Pops back up. Last 10 seconds here. Stanford going to look to pour it on.
Yep. Oh, no.
Oh, man, what a great fight. What a great first round. I got to say it, though. I don't agree with Kid Chaos's philosophy here. What's he doing? He's dropping his hands. He's lunging in. Now, if you look at him, he's sitting down.
Yep.
I mean, what are you telling the judges right now if you're doing that?
You're definitely, showing you're tired. The hands coming from up high by your head all the way to your, to your knees. I mean, they're not even at his hips.
Right.
They're all the way down to his side.
Right.
He's tired. He came out. He came out aggressive in that first round. I was kind of wondering if he's going to be able to hold that pace through the entire fight because of, he's definitely looking good in shape. Yeah. But maybe that weight cut is playing a big part. He came out strong in that first round.
You're right.
And he fizzled. I mean, he came out with some good clean strikes. He had Charles running. He was landing some good clean leg kicks, which I've never seen him come out landing that many kicks.
Yeah, he fizzled when he should have sizzled. You're absolutely right.
Charles, being the champion that he is, stayed calm, stayed relaxed. Zach had some good takedowns, but Charles was able to get right back up.
Absolutely.
And that just played right into Zach's being that much more tired.
But I gotta say this. What if Kid Chaos? He is a very smart young man. What if he's just playing possum? What if there's that
very good chance to get Charles to come in and with his hands down and catch? Because like I said, even if Zach's tired, he's got power in that right hand. He knows it. His opponents know it. And you could be right. He could be playing possum to get Charles to come in kind of lazy and land that overhand right.
And if you watch, I wonder if he's hurt his right hand because he keeps favoring it. If you watch, he'll kind of drop that right hand and move it around a little bit. See if he looks to use it here.
But Zach's the kind of person, even with it's hurt, he's going to fight with it.
Yeah,
and he gets the takedown. Now see if he can hold Charles on the ground this time. Charles immediately
See,
gets
this
right
is
back
what I
up.
was talking about. Maybe he was kind of playing possum because he's really turning it on
Yep.
now. Very, very unorthodox style being exhibited by Zach Cook here. Got to get those hands up.
If I was his corner, I would have been telling him, keep throwing kicks. And I would have told Charles, hey, he's ducking, he's ducking on that right hand, time it.
Time it, step off, cut your angle, and
throw that uppercut.
Get that knockout, absolutely.
Counter strike to that uppercut.
What a great fight so far, though.
Yep, right here in front of us, cage side. Zach's kind of working on a guillotine choke while Charles worked for the takedown, fighting for position.
And he's got good position here.
Yep. Look for him to nice exit by Zach Cook with a nice good uppercut, just missing.
A nice leg hook there by Cook.
And Charles answers with a kick of his own.
And he's really turning it on now.
These guys are just missing with these punches. Nice counter right hand on Zach Cook.
It just looks so zombie-like.
Yep, these guys are swinging for the fences. Charles landed one. We got about a minute and a half left in this second round. Second round of 3.
And Kid Chaos really now has to step it up if he wants to show these judges he's still in this fight.
Yeah, he is, but it is the champion's belt. He has to take it from the champion.
You're absolutely right. How much did that weight cut affect his stamina? Because right now he is looking tired.
Yep. I mean, they're still swinging.
Oh, and he's a very energetic young man too, so I don't know if that played a factor or what, but he's...
See right there, Charles just needs to step and throw that hook because Zach's coming in with that big overhand right.
You're absolutely right,
He
Chris.
just cuts that angle to the left, counters with the hook.
Right.
It's going to be landed right on Zach's chin.
Walk him down.
He lands a left hook.
And step off. That's what he has to do.
Charles going to try to win this round. See if he can get a takedown. He's right here in his corner.
About 30 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen.
He's finished.
Oh,
he's trying to finish it.
Oh, big shot.
Zach's out. Zach is out.
Oh, my goodness.
Zach Cook is out.
Turn the lights out. It is all over. Wow.
That is a knockout. That is a knockout, ladies and gentlemen.
He kept knocking, and he did come in, by gosh. Let me tell you what a definitive knockout. And we talked about it. We kept talking about it and talking about it. Those hands, you've got to keep them up.
Yep. No matter how tired you are.
And not to take anything away from Kid Chaos, but he just had that very lackadaisical stance. I mean, I have never, ever seen anyone short of Anderson Silva, the world champion, pull that off. You just can't do that. You can't do that. And Anderson Silva, as we all know, is not human. Okay, but Zach Cook, however, is, and it's just unfortunate that
it's sad to say. Zach came out and he looked good with those kicks.
Right.
His corner should have been telling him, hey, stay away, land those kicks.
Yeah.
Those kicks are hurting. I mean, Charles, he wasn't enjoying those kicks.
And look at what he hit him with. We were talking about stepping off and cutting the angle. He walked right into him and walked him right down. That's
got him up against that cage, and Zach's hands were down. He was trying to counter with some power shots, and Charles was able to land that big shot that rocked him, made his hands drop all the way to the side, and Charles jumped on it, took advantage of it. He was right in front of his corner. He's listening to his corner.
Yep.
It's a hard place to be when you're tired in your opponent's corner.
Absolutely.
Because that gives them that extra burst of energy, knowing they're right in front of their coach, listening to their coach.
Tremendous work ethic being exhibited by Charles Stanford. And I got to tell you, I mean, really not trying to take anything away from Kid Chaos, but wow. I don't know what was going through his mind. He's a very smart young man. He's a very gifted young man. And we're seeing him progress, but I'd like to see him progress a little bit more. I mean, maybe he just needs to go back to the drawing board. Not cutting him down.
Oh, no, definitely. I mean, like I said, I definitely saw a big improvement in his game this time.
Huge.
Compared to his last one. He came out.
He gets better each and every time.
Yeah, he came out with some very good leg kicks. I mean, he was chopping Charles's leg down with his leg kicks.
Absolutely.
They looked good. They were clean. They were crisp.
They were tight. They were very tight.
But
Absolutely.
the one thing that I've seen in all of Zach's fights, is he tends to drop his head, closes. He's not looking at where he's throwing his right hand.
He tends to seem to be one-dimensional to me sometimes.
With that overhand right.
Yeah, every single time.
And it just took Charles a little bit of time to figure it out.
Yep.
And he landed it. Like I said, cut those angles, work those uppercuts and those hooks, and that's what happened.
But you got to give it to him. I mean, he stepped up. He really, and coming down a weight class to try to take Charles Stanford's title, that says something about the heart and the courage of Zach Cook. It really does.
Oh, definitely. These two
guys are both
warriors.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by TKO and still the NFC 145-pound champion, Charles the Trinity Stanford. All right, Charles, congratulations. Great job tonight. You had a tough opponent in Zach Cook. He's a veteran, known on the circuit here in Ohio as a tough opponent. You always gonna expect a hard fight from him. How'd you prepare for this fight? How'd you overcome it and retain your title? You are a fighting champion here at NFC.
Well, first I want to thank Zach Cook and his whole team and Sean North for giving me a chance to come here and show my skills to everybody. Thank you. I trained hard. I fought last month, so I was still in shape. We train hard at G-Force anyway. If we ain't got fights, we help each other. I stayed in shape, came here ready to battle.
All right, well, you certainly defended your title, and the NFC president, Sean North, is also awarding you with the knockout of the night. Anybody in your corner, anybody in the crowd you want to thank tonight? You got enough gold on you, look at you.
I just can't thank one person. I want to thank my team. They helped me so much. Without them, I probably wouldn't even be here doing this right now. I want to thank everybody that came out. I want to thank my mom. She's watching, my sisters. Thank God for giving me the chance to wake up and perform. Just want to thank everybody. Everybody have a safe night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is your 145-pound champion, Charles Stanford. Make sure you visit our website, nfcfights.com, for upcoming dates. We'd like to thank Hocking College for their hospitality, as always, for Caged on Campus 4. And we'd like to thank all of you fans for coming out this evening and supporting the National Fighting Circuit. Good night, everyone.
Us out next week, Friday night, Bellator. Hope to see you there.
Going to be a good one.
See ya.
And as always,
NFC
folks,
veteran in the cage of Bellator fighting Rocky Edwards.
And again, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. www.nfcfights.com, the National Fighting Circuit. We would like to thank everyone for watching and everyone in attendance tonight here. I'm Rick the Madman McChristian.
Follow us on Twitter, guys, NFC Fights. You can also check out information at FightWire on Twitter, and you can follow me at Twitter, Jiu-Jitsu Panda, ladies and gentlemen.
Until next time, we'll see you at the cage.
Have a great night.